Happy February 25th, the first and only one of the year. Um, let's see here. So, when we're climbing this metaphorical mountain and we're in this business and building our dreams and creating this line of work that we're doing in the world, um, it's easy to lose sight of the big picture. And I did a creative exercise recently that I found to be really inspiring and helpful. And so I thought, as the way to get today's session started, we would start with a little creative practice. So get yourself a document open or a spot in your journal. And the way that this creative practice works is when we're bombarded with stress or uncertainty, or we're learning the new skills that we have to learn in order to step into our power to share our life's work out in the world, to grow revenue, grow audiences, all these new skills that force us to overcome fear and self-doubt and require determination. It's easy to lose sight of the big picture. It's important that we remain open to the highest vision of inspiration for our life each and every step, even when things are uncertain or challenging. And so the exercise that we're going to start with today is just imagine the old version of yourself, the white-haired version of you, let's say, depending on your age, 25, 30 years into the future, who has already overcome the challenges you're currently going through, who has already figured out how you made it to the other side of where you are right now, to the vision of success and prosperity that you imagine in your mind's eye, to the level of impact in the service that you provide the world. And you've already made it. And now you're just sitting back and you're enjoying that peaceful later part of your life, knowing that it's all good and that you did what you set out to do and it's been done. And you've been enjoying the rewards of that for many years to come. And so we're going to do a journaling exercise. And that part of yourself, that future self, exists inside of you right now. It's here, you're here. And so you're going to write a letter to yourself. We're going to take about 10 minutes, 12 minutes, and you're going to write a letter to yourself from your future self about it, offering advice around any of the blanket challenges you might be facing right now. They could be relational, they could be with your business, they could be figuring out how to make money, they could be trying to figure out who you're actually supposed to be serving. Whatever question marks you have that you feel uncertain about, um, bring those into the letter and let your future self from 25 to 30 years from now guide the words that come across the page, offering you any advice that you might need right now at this particular stage of your journey. And just see through the free flow journaling practice what comes through. My guess is there'll probably be a few surprises and a few little gems in there that you can take with you in the coming days, weeks, and months as you step further and further along this trail. Sound like fun, everybody? That's the creative practice for today. So I'm gonna set the timer. I'm gonna turn on a little bit of background tunes, open a document or free flow with your pen and paper, and write away for the next 12 minutes. And then we'll do a check-in and see how that practice went for everybody. One of the key things when I was doing this practice from my future self messaging back to me was the 20s and 30s were my years of embodying the warrior architect, and it shifted in my 40s to become the architect of the wizard and using my magic to allow for the visions to become manifest with less forcefulness and more ease. Um, that was one of the little nuggets that came through for me, is like how can I embody more of the wizard architect in my life, or archetype in my life, rather than the warrior. So yeah, that was my nugget. There was a bunch of good stuff in there though.